And welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I thank you for joining me with this channel. Please stick with this channel. Please watch the videos, and I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Please hit subscribe. Please hit like. Subscription is completely free. I know someone else is going to enjoy this video. So if this is your first time, please continue to watch. If you've been with me for a while, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And you'll know how I do. I don't like to keep you waiting. So I'm coming to you with this great, delicious meal, not just for Father's Day, but anytime, any day of the week, is this quick and easy pasta dish. Now, I know what you're thinking. Pasta, pasta, pasta. But I'm assure you, this one is different. So that's just some boiling water. And I have bow tie. Do you have to use bow tie? No, you don't. You can use any type of pasta you like. I just have bow tie. If you did make this for the special someone in your life, if it's a guy, perfect. If you're making it for yourself, perfect too. Now it's called bow tie, but it reminds me of those little barrettes that I had in my hair as a child. And it's about 12 ounces. I'm not going to use all of it, and I'll show you why. Okay. So now we're going to let that do what it needs to do. And again, you don't have to use that brand at all. You use the brand that you like. You use the shape of the pasta that you like. So now, let me just put this over here. Try to make some room if I can. Give me 1 second, because that is pretty hot. Okay. And I don't want to burn myself, believe it or not. I've been burned quite a few times while cooking, and let me tell you, it's no picnic. And you know what? Talking about picnic, the weather is beautiful. Here, where I'm at, where I am, is beautiful. So how about you? Drop something in the comment. Let me know where you are. What is the weather like? Okay, so remember I said this is going to be a pasta dish? Yes, it is. This is a bell pepper. Now, it's called a bell pepper because of the way it's shaped, right? We get that. But I don't want you to think when you hear the term, especially if you never had it before, pepper, and you think spicy or hot. It is not at all. In fact, it's quite sweet. I'm just removing the seeds. They're really not good to eat, the seeds. So you just remove them. Will they kill you if you eat them? No, they will not. They just don't taste that good. So I usually don't put them in my dish. Okay. I'm dumping that out. Now, even though these are called peppers, bell pepper, they are actually sweet and they're delicious. You can eat them just as they are. You don't have to cook them. Sometimes I just chop them up, put them in my salad. And I don't know, they have green ones. Now, the green one isn't as sweet, not the green. But the yellow, the orange, the red, they have like a kind of, I'm not going to say citrus flavor, but they are sweet. So if you're worried about pepper and you hear the term pepper, not at all. And I'm just slicing this up. And tell me, do anyone have any plans for the 4th of July or for Father's Day? Especially since the weather is so nice. I haven't had a picnic in quite a while. And it's a toss-up between, I tell you, going to the beach or having a picnic. I'm all about just getting out and enjoying the weather. And they say like when you're out, it helps with sadness or AKA depression. Yeah, I think it's true. I think when you stay indoors, it's not that healthy. But at the same time, you want to do things and you don't want to spend a lot of money. Beach, park, maybe make little sandwiches or something. It doesn't have to be anything big. Just something simple with you and the family. Or better yet, you can just do it by yourself. I've done that many times. This is a yellow one. And again, and these kind of dishes, I tend to like the yellow and the orange. But leave something in the comment and let me know, is red your favorite or the green? Or have you ever even had bell pepper? I was surprised that some people not familiar with bell pepper. And most of the salads I had bell pepper in it. Or any of the dishes. Okay. So now I'm just slicing this up, and you can slice this up any way you want. And if I'm ever using an ingredient that you don't really care for, guess what? Change it. You do not have to keep the same ingredients. If you don't care for bell pepper, put something else in there, right? So maybe string beans. You can use string beans, spinach, any vegetable you like. But I just happen to have this in my refrigerator because it was on sale. So I stock up on a lot of the things that's on sale. Okay. And so this dish is also great because if you have vegetables that you think is about to go bad and you're not quite sure what to do with them, this is the dish for you. Now I have broccoli. Now I wash all of my vegetables in vinegar, just regular everyday vinegar, nothing special, just the plain everyday, white vinegar. But you can use any kind of vinegar you want. Now I'm just breaking these apart. Now remember I said that if you didn't like broccoli, you can use spinach. You can use spinach. You can use asparagus. You can actually use cauliflower if you like. Now I'm breaking these apart and I'm going to show you why in a minute. Yeah, I'm just breaking these apart. And this is also a very healthy dish. Now, I know what people think. If it's healthy, it tastes horrible. Not so. But if you're making this for yourself or for that special someone, you want them to have something healthy. Now, I'm always told that I have an accent, but I hope you can understand what I'm saying. And let me know where you're watching me from. And the reason why I say that is I love to know because, sometimes you think it's it's only locals that's watching. And I like to hear about where you're from and how you do things or how, maybe you had this dish before or recognized the dish but never actually had it. I mean, there's many versions of this. This is just mine. Okay, so now, you see these? I'm going to drop it. Let me see if I can bring this over. I don't want to really move the camera too much because when I do that, in 1 second, I always have problems getting it back. So I'm going to try to move this back into view of the camera. Yeah, here we go. Now, this is called blanching, just in case you're wondering. What am I doing? I'm dropping the pasta's already in there, and I'm just blanching the broccoli. Why am I doing that? I want it to soften up just a little bit before I put it in the dish. So when people blanch things, I used to hear that all the time. I used to say, what do you mean by blanch? So let's say the thing you're cooking actually takes about 15 to 20 minutes to cook, right? Let's say 10 minutes. You blanch it in hot water for like 5 minutes. So it's just enough to soften it. Because see, the pasta, it's not done at all. Neither is the broccoli, right? So this would be quite crunchy if you ate it. But we're not trying to get it done. And I'll tell you why in a minute. We're just blanching it in regular hot water. Okay? I'm going to drop a little bit more in there. That's that. Okay. So now, we're going to put this dish together, like I said, in no time. Please take a minute, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Subscription is absolutely free. And yeah, sorry about that. So I'm just blanching. And again, this is not all the way done, not in the least. But you just want to soften it up, and it's going to cook more in our dish. So there we go. I'm just going to keep stirring. I just want to make sure everything is getting exposed to the hot water. And we're going to put this dish together. But like I said, in no time. This is an easy dish to make any night of the week for any occasion. It's delicious. So this is like an all-purpose dish. What do I mean by that? Do you have to just serve it on a holiday? No. You can serve it whenever you want. So now, in this bowl, remember these? Yep, the bell pepper. I'm going to put all that in here. And I think I was asking you to take a minute and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm repeating myself because I'm not quite sure if I told you that, but it really helps the channel. Please leave a comment. I love to hear from you guys. I know you don't think I do, but I do. Now, tomatoes. Nothing great there. If you don't like tomatoes, see how ripe they are? I don't even need to cut them. They're busting in my hand already. So maybe I won't. Yep, I'm just going to put them right in because they are popping already. And I'm going to show you why I'm doing that right now. I'm just going to put a few more in there. We love tomatoes in this house, but again, if you do not put it in there. And you know, I love to make food look festive. What do I mean by that? I like the different colors, right? So if you have little ones or just anyone and you want them to try a dish, like try to put different colors in here. I think they love that when they see all the different colors. They're willing to try something different. Okay. So now we're going to take these out, put it right in there. And again, are they done? Not at all. They are not done at all, but we're going to finish cooking these, so that's not an issue. You ever have pasta that's not all the way done? Yes, it's really not good eats. Or a tasty treat. Maybe certain dishes, I think, really need to be cooked all the way done. So it's not like eating, like when I was growing up, they would give us carrot sticks and celery sticks, and I hated them. But can you eat carrot sticks and celery sticks that's not done? Yes, you can. But would I tell you to eat pasta that's not all the way done? No, I would not. So I'm just trying to get all of the pasta out and into this dish. And you see how delicious it looked already with the different colors? We haven't even seasoned it yet. Okay. We're almost there. I don't like to leave anything behind. Again, I don't like anything to go to waste. Okay. Just a few more that I'm going to fish out. And there we go. Now, I'll put this all the way to the side because we are done with that. So let me move this because we need room. Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we'll pull this over here. Just want to make sure the camera can see everything. So now, usually at this point, I would put butter or melted margarine. I don't have any. Yeah, I ran out. So I'm just going to use this cooking spray. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So I'm just going to start spraying. Now I'm going to stop. And I'm going to toss the vegetables. Why? I'm going to make sure that all of the spray got all over all of the vegetables, all over the pasta. There we go. Look how beautiful that looks. You know, you can actually have it like a salad, just like this. So now I'm going to spray it a little bit more. Okay, now we're going to come in with seasoning. Yeah. Everyday ingredients. Don't worry. Measurements and ingredients will be in the description box as always. And garlic. Okay, so that was garlic. Nothing special. That's what you're looking at right now. So now I don't come in with a lot of, you can tell, like salt and pepper and stuff because I am making this and little ones might be eating it. But I'm going to come in with reduced sodium chicken bouillon. So it's going to have a salty flavor. And you'll see why I'm not adding any more salt to the dish. Now remember, this, did I tell you this is more than just like your everyday pasta dish? Maybe I didn't tell you. This is Gouda. Yeah, smoked Gouda pasta. Yep. So now let me just turn this. Like I like for every bit of my dish, like whatever in my dish, I want every part to be coated, every part to be seasoned. The worst thing to me is to like eat something and only part of it is seasoned and the other part is not. So there we go with that. Look at the beautiful color. Like I said, and you know something? You can actually have it just like this. You actually can. And it's delicious. But we're not. We're going to bake this. So I'm going to keep sprinkling this all over. Now that's Gouda. But remember, if you don't like Gouda, do you have to use Gouda? No, you do not. You use whatever you want to use. And you know, I don't like anything to go to waste. I have a little bit extra cheese that fell on the side, and so I'm putting it right there. I also have some tomatoes, and I'm going to put the tomatoes right on top. And you know, tomatoes cook down real easy. So there we go with that. So now I'm going to get this in the oven, and it's probably going to take like 15 minutes because remember, everything is basically done. We just want the egg and everything to get everything together and the cheese to melt. And another thing, when you see the tomatoes pop, that's usually an indication that your dish is done. Look how beautiful it looks already. Okay, I'm going to get this in the oven. I'll probably get it in at 200 for 10 to 15 minutes. And there we have it. This took all of 15 minutes. Look how delicious it is. Remember when I said that the tomatoes will like bust when they're done or cook, which is an indication that they're done, and they are. And this is delicious pasta Gouda, smoked Gouda pasta dish that you can put on the table any night of the week. It is delicious. You can actually tell your family it's healthy and delicious because it is. Now, you don't have to just do this for Father's Day or any holiday. Like I said, every day should have a delicious meal to it. Should end with a delicious meal, so to speak. Please take a minute, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to ask that you do me a favor. Share this video. I know I asked for a favor in the beginning for you to like it, but I'm also going to ask for another favor. Share the video and leave a comment. Until next time, enjoy.